Good evening, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey,
Happy
Seth.
Valentine's Day. It's my parents' 26th anniversary.
Aw, how cute.
Yeah.
How fun. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Hey, Kathy, welcome. Oh, wait just a minute. I'll post the link again just in case people are scrolling for it. Did you guys do anything fun tonight? No? How you feeling? Alicia? You can unmute yourself.
Oh, there we go. Better. Still kind of hit and miss.
Okay.
Really tired.
Do you think it's a girl?
That's what everybody seems to think.
I know. Or like, you're sick? It's a girl.
Right. They suck the life out of you. That's what everybody keeps telling me.
Yeah. I've also heard that if you are like break out or something, then it's also a girl because of all the increased hormones. I don't know.
That's actually what I've heard too, and I am really broken out, and it's in the hormone zone because if you do facial mapping, I don't know if you've ever looked up facial mapping.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super like into that, and it's like anything in like this area right here, this circle means hormones, and I keep breaking out. So
I will live vicariously through you. Fun. Well,
we shall see. I think we're gonna find out this time. We didn't with Dallin, so I think we will find out this time.
I liked finding out because then it like broke up the pregnancy and it was like 2 exciting days. We still kept the name a secret, but so I got a new microphone. This is microphone number 4. So I'm trying to check it out and see how it goes. Before we get started, I want to hear from you guys, but we did family date night because I had conference and then I went to the podcast convention. So I was like, I don't want to be gone again. So we went to laser tag at Craig's Cruisers. And Alicia, the new jumping like ninja area is open at Craig's Cruisers, and it was pretty fun.
I've heard about that. They, I wasn't sure if like it was too much for Dallin, but I would think your boys are a little bit more adventurous than Dallin is, but he did the ninja course at
Rebounders.
Rebounders in Jenison.
Yeah. Owen's birthday party's there.
We did his 5th birthday party there.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Owen's birthday party is going to be there too.
Yeah.
But it was fun. The new laser tag is cool. And then the jumping place is cool. So family fun night ends at 7 because of bedtime. So I'm excited to connect with you guys and hear your stories and hear what you guys have been doing. This week is all about booking calendars, getting people on the schedule, booking 3-way calls, booking one-on-one appointments, like getting people to the virtual party, all of that kind of stuff. So I feel like you guys probably have heard my story a gazillion times, so I'm not going to share my story, but you do not know Steph, and she is the other coach on our team. So I'd love for Steph to introduce herself a bit, and then we'll go around and just share what we've been up to and what's been working. So go ahead, Steph.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stephanie. I have been in the business for a year as of January. I am actually always constantly moving around. Home is Canada, but we do live half the year in Europe, and I am currently in Miami visiting my parents. Thanks to this business, I am actually able to do that and travel and visit family and friends. What else can I say? Sorry. Got a little nervous there.
What is your current rank and what's your favorite way to build?
Okay, so I am currently Diamond, and I like to build through social media. I basically focus on Instagram. I do use Facebook, but I feel like most of my action and most of my customers and DTs come from Instagram.
So Here's your cue, you guys. Steph and I are only your coaches this week, so pick her brain. If you have questions about Instagram, use this week to your advantage and ask her questions, because I certainly am. All right, Alicia, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then, Steph, before we move on, what have you been like? How has booking your calendar been? What have you been doing? Tell us what's working.
Okay, so like I said, I'm visiting my parents. I actually don't have any friends here. So I got this idea from someone, I don't remember who, but someone said to go on meet.com, something like that. So I actually went on there and I found a few events that are going to be happening. They have a few networking events throughout the week. So I'm going to go to one tomorrow evening, actually. I'm going to go to another one on Wednesday. I have also connected with some Instagram girls that I have been building relationships up with them. And I am actually going to be seeing one of them on Friday. We're going to go for lunch. And she was interested in the business before, but I'm hoping that seeing her in person, that should hopefully help. I have also been seeing a few of my family members who never really supported me. So seeing me in person, everybody's asking me questions about the products, about the business. So I feel like it's been going pretty good so far. And that's about it. Yeah. Oh, you're muted, or I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm muted.
There we go.
There's certainly a part of you that could say, I'm only here for a short time. I don't really want to get involved in the community, but I love that you are, because honestly, even if you're local, it's not like we see people every day or every week. So seeing them once, getting to know them, friending them on Facebook, building the relationship just like normal is awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, Alicia, what have you been doing to look up events? And
well, I worked an event on Saturday. It was like an early childhood development event. So it was a lot of teachers, daycare providers, and like they had seminars and like classes. So it would come in waves. It was kind of different. So like they had vendors set up. And so on their way to like their next class or whatever, they could stop and shop. There was a lot of like, people there selling kids' toys and stuff. And it was kind of mixed reviews. I had some really negative response, actually, that, you're always surprised kind of at like what people will say, but whatever. But then I did have some really good conversations with people that I've been following up with, because I'm kind of been stuck in a rut and am, pretty much rebuilding, which that, Denise. So kind of starting from scratch and really needing to get new leads. So I have that, and then I have another event that I booked, which is I have the chili cook-off that I booked for March, and so like I donate. That's just kind of a fun thing, and I did it last year, and like you can submit a raffle, so do that, and it's just a way to get your name out there, and it's like right in my community in Allendale. And then I booked another event. It's called Work Your Rack. And I did it last year. Last year was the first year that they did the event. And it's all about like breast cancer awareness. And they have instructors come in and do like a Zumba class or something. But then there's also vendors set up. So it's like a whole thing. And obviously the proceeds go towards breast cancer awareness. So the whole event is kind of geared toward and focused on like health and fitness and things like that. So last year was their first year, and it had a pretty good turnout for their first year. So I'm hoping for better turnout, this year, being the second year, and also tried reconnecting with maybe some of the people that I've had that have been distributors that kind of fell off. Not getting too much response from that at this point, but I have lunch with one of them on Monday. I don't know that anything will come from it, but she still follows me, and I know what I'm doing. So we shall see.
Good work. Good work. Yeah, you really have been doing a good job of getting expos on your calendar. And then it's just like even the Podfest thing I went to, I got all of these names and like nothing could happen unless I'm really intentional about follow-up. And so no matter what it is, it was interesting. Like I got emails from like 10 people. Nice to meet you at Podfest. Here's my podcast. Can you like it and subscribe? Or, like, here's the thing everybody's like kind of doing their thing. So
I also, I have to, my husband and I, we spend time together, but like I had to book time with him this weekend. We've talked about it. So we own a towing company, and my husband has done a really good job with like his online ads, and I call him like the master of Google AdWords. And I've just never taken advantage of that. And like that part of things overwhelms me. And, even doing like Facebook ads, like I haven't even stepped into that territory yet. And like I asked him tonight, I said, this weekend, can we like set aside some time? And can you, because I'm a hands-on, like I have to do it. And so I said to him tonight, I'm like, can we set aside time this weekend where you can sit down with me and like we can work on some Google ads and Facebook ads and things like that? Because he has done really well with his and manages his really well. So I need to start utilizing his expertise.
I cannot believe I didn't know he knew how to do that.
Yeah. He figured it out all on his own by like, he just read books and
that's
in trial and error and figured it out. And he seriously is like really good at it.
And it's like addictive once you start. Cause Brandon loves it. Like he's like, testing all of these ads to see what headlines work better. And like
with the business, obviously towing, it's a completely different business, but like he gets like tonight he was like, oh, I got to go in and shut my ads off because like there was too many calls coming in for what we had staffed and for our employees. So he's like, I got to, go in and shut the advertisements off. And I'm like, I wish I had that problem. Like, share that with me. So I just have to make sure that like we specifically set aside the time to sit down and do it. And usually like weekends are better right now.
Mm-hmm. That's a great idea.
So like this weekend we're going to sit down and we're going to like do some ads and figure it out. So
one of the things that we've done with ads is really niche it down. So like focus on stay-at-home moms or teachers or hairdressers, or because you can target what people like and their interests and all of these things, and you can choose not to, and sometimes that's better too. You just have to play with it. But we've done one specifically for teachers who don't want to go back to school next year or want a summer job, or stay-at-home moms who don't want to be stuck-at-home moms, or like really specific niches, because then you can target to that and speak their language. So that's just an idea. They talked about that a lot at the Podfest thing too. They were like, what's your niche? And I'm like, everyone. And they're like, no, you can't market to everyone. You have to like really speak somebody's language. So anyway.
I like what you just said, that stay-at-home mom, not a stuck-at-home mom.
Exactly. It's true. So, really, you want to be home with your kids. We don't want to like only do that because you can't afford to do anything else.
Right. And I don't sit well at home. Like I have to be on the go. So it's like, that's why I really want this to like pan out and, work again and like rebuild and not quit. And because I don't want to leave like my kids, and I still want to be a stay-at-home mom, but I don't want to be at home.
Yeah. Alicia lives in Grand Rapids, you guys, and she'll bring Dallin to our office and we'll do work days. And Dallin, like for years, like 2-3 years, he's been just hanging out with us, and that's like his time to play with his trucks and his iPad, and he knows what to do, and it's been really cute.
Yeah, he just knows. He's good. He's a trooper.
Yeah.
We'll see how number 2 is.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Fun. All right, Kathy, tell us a little bit about you and what's been working. Oh, you're muted. Unmuted. There you go.
Okay. I'm a distributor.
And where do you live?
I live on Vancouver Island in Canada.
Oh, beautiful.
It is pretty here. Come visit.
Yeah, I've never been there before.
And I joined over the summer. I've been a customer for about a year, and then I switched over to distributor during the deal because
Smart.
great price on wraps.
Smart.
I have a few customers, a few after 3 months dropped off, and it's kind of getting about one a month, but I'm also recovering from post-concussion syndrome. I've been home for 14 months now. I have like 6 different therapies a week that I go to, plus therapy at home. So my main focus right now is all the therapy and trying to get healthy so I can digest all of this, because it's a lot right now on top of the therapy that I'm doing. So
May I ask what happened? Were you in an accident?
I was in a skiing accident, and I was going a little too fast, a little too out of control. My head bounced off the mountain, off the hard ice. Did have a helmet on, but went airborne, hit again.
Have you
So-
listened to my most recent podcast?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reach out to Marietta if you want to. Yeah. Reach out to her. Reach out to her. She was at conference, and she would love to talk to you. Even just to have someone who gets it, you know?
So, okay, I'm gonna step away from the tears.
Also, take a look at Dr. Leaf.
Doctor who?
Dr. Leaf, Leaf.
Okay.
So she is somebody who's a brain doc. Like I don't know if she's not a brain surgeon. So she's like a brain. I should really learn what her title is. I love her. I talk about her all the time. But she's like a neuroscientist. Like she does brain studies.
Right.
And so her books really talk about how like retraining your brain and creating new neurons and neural pathways and all of that kind of thing. And it's so interesting. So Marietta talks about that in the podcast as well.
Yeah, a lot of the issues are like vestibular, so I get a lot of like dizziness and nausea and like uneven ground or driving too fast, like normal speed zones.
Yeah.
Fast, and it seems like I'm like on a crazy carnival ride sometimes.
My friend had a concussion. She fell on ice, and I mean, like, just she didn't even realize it. She kinked her back up and started going to the chiropractor, but was dizzy. She can't drive. Like all of that, and she has done several things. Like she's gone to like a brain clinic and done. What did Denise's husband Roger do, Alicia? Where you like neuro? I don't remember, but it's like something specifically for your brain to heal it, right? And she did some Dr. Leaf stuff as well, and that was helpful for her. So I think a lot of things in combination, it sounds like you're already doing, are helpful.
Yeah, I'm at, besides like chiro and like registered massage therapy, because in December I got rear-ended too, so that didn't help stuff. Just aggravated, the whiplash, the neck issues. But other than that, I go to like a brain injury clinic now, like through the insurance company, which took like a year to get going. But I feel like I'm with the right people now, but it's just a lot of therapy right now. It's kind of like circus act, Yeah. Stand on a thick mat, hold a glass of water, put a cat laser on your head. Count backwards by 7. Name bands alphabetically. I'm going to be really good at music trivia and very fine-tuned when I'm done with this.
No kidding. You're like, I didn't even have brain cells like this before, and now I do. Well, good luck to you and your progress, and I believe that you can be 110% better. So
yeah, me too. So I do have a quick, if we have time, I have
absolutely. Sorry, I started that tangent, so you go ahead.
I have a question for Steph, because I have recently started like a work Instagram, which I'm getting like lots of likes and stuff and posting on there, because I found on my Facebook feed, I wasn't getting as much reaction as I was on Instagram. Still trying to weed out all the people that are trying to sell stuff to me. But how do you approach people? Like, do you just talk to the people that like respond, or do you like follow up with people that like as well?
So basically, what I've been doing is, where you can see whoever liked your post.
Right.
So I will click on the likes, and then I will go through every single person's profile that liked it. And let's say somebody liked it, and it's this girl who has a really cute dog. So I would just approach her with a compliment and say, "Oh my gosh, like your puppy's so cute," or something like that, or "I love your feed." So I kind of start with a little compliment, and then after that, I will say, "Hey, I don't know if you see what I'm doing, but I think that you would honestly be so good at this." And then they would kind of ask you, "Well, what do you mean by you be so good at this? Like, what do you do?" And then I kind of lead in with the business. So I do try and message everybody who likes my post and all my followers. I won't message anybody who is not following me back, though.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, because I have lots of likes, but I just started maybe 2 weeks ago, and I think I'm only up to like 160 followers, but I've even done like at 100, I did some like green giveaways and sent them to people. And so just try to keep adding people. And same with like on Facebook, because it seems like I see the same posts, so it's probably the same people that are seeing mine. So trying to go through and comment on people that I'm not seeing their feeds. So hopefully more people are seeing mine.
With Instagram, what you can do, interact a lot with the people that you have. So then I don't know if you've been using Instagram stories at all.
No, not yet.
Because those are huge. Those are like good. And then the Instagram polls. So I try and do like, let's say, just 3 regular Instagram stories of my breakfast, or when I'm walking outside or at the pool. And then I fit in my It Works in there as well. So maybe I'll do an Instagram poll and say something like, "Do you get at least 8 servings of fruits and veggies in a day? Yes or no?" And then those people that answer yes and no, I'll still like interact with them. And the people that say yes, you could message them as well, and then see if they would be interested in hearing more about the greens. So the Instagram stories and Facebook stories have actually been working really well for interaction as well.
Okay. And those are all like live videos, right?
They're little videos. It's not live, but yeah, you could even record it and save it on your phone and then upload it after. It doesn't have to be like live on the spot.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
One question I have, Kathy, is when you say business Instagram, what is the picture, and what is the what is the name on it?
The name on it is Better Butter Coffee. And I started off with a picture of the packet. Since then, I've switched it to a picture of me. I've made it more personal as the days have gone on.
Yeah.
Learning.
Yeah. Well, because that's at the end of the day, people buy people. So that's why I asked, is because you want it to be real. Like, you want people to go, "Oh, I like her. She's fun. What does she have?" Yeah. So
I didn't lose my sense of humor.
Good. Good. So did you book any appointments or get anybody for the virtual party this week?
I've talked to a few personal. I haven't got any people that I don't know yet to commit to that, but that's why I was kind of asking, like, are you talking to everybody that's liking stuff as well? I was kind of just like reaching out to the people that were like commenting, and people that follow me, I'm commenting on their posts a lot. So I do need to, it's hard for me to sit down for a long period of time and text back and forth. A lot of visual and a lot of input and reading and stuff. Then it goes to headaches and dizziness, and I'm out the rest of the day. So I'm trying to do 15 minutes of this, dishes, 15 minutes of this, laundry. Kind of switching back and forth from physical to like cognitive stuff. So
yeah, good.
But it's getting there.
Good. You're doing it. Good job. Good for you. Good for you. Amber, what have you been up to, my dear?
Hey. Okay, I'm taking notes. Sorry. Okay. So I actually discovered I have a friend, a really good friend that's in marketing. Like he does advertisements, and I've known that, but didn't click to actually take advantage of that. So me and him have been kind of working together to see like what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, to like where I can advertise, where I can't advertise, you know, within the legal limits of it works. So me and him have been brainstorming with that. So I'm excited about that. I did post an ad on Facebook. I told you that, Denise. I was kind of sad I wasn't getting as much feedback as I wanted. I've like Kathy was saying, a lot of likes, but not much, not much after that. So I think I was talking to Christy about it, and she was like, yeah, just send him a little message. Say, hey, thanks for your love on my post. You know, are you interested? And I didn't, I started doing that. So I'm starting to get a little more feedback. So that was really good advice. As far as events, yeah, like you were saying, Denise, like you'll get people that you talked to months ago just pop up. So like me and Christy did a party in December, and yesterday I had a few ladies text me from that event saying, hey, is my party expired? I'm like, of course not. So I've got a few parties coming up. I'm like, no, girl, I got you.
You're like, it expires tomorrow. How convenient.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you can text just in time. But so basically when we go to events, we have like a pad they can fill their information out, and they put their name in a drawing. Well, everybody wins basically. And we just, you won a spa party. We kind of tell them what we do, bring the wraps and facials, things like that. We'll bring, of course, our other products for them to look at. So that was just kind of funny from a couple months ago. They're, still texting about it. So I got a few parties lined up. Of course, Instagram. I'm very big in Instagram right now. I want to grow my Instagram business. So that's why I was taking notes about you guys saying the Insta stories. I need to take more advantage of that. I need to do that more often. And yeah, like I just didn't ever think about people who just like my post. I never thought to follow up with them. So I think that's a really aha moment, right now that I had. Just like you said, oh girl, your nails look so good in that picture, oh blah, 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 blah. Thanks for your love on my post, and just kind of go from there. That's awesome. I'm so glad you said that stuff. If you don't mind sharing your Instagram
she posted
link.
it.
Oh, she did. Okay, I didn't see it yet. I would love to just kind of pick your brain and see how you communicate. That'd be really fun. Oh, and Kathy, I wanted to tell you, if you look on your Instagram, it'll show you like suggested people. So what I do is when someone said, and what does it say? It says like new to Instagram, like a new account. I just start adding them. I just add, mainly women. I kind of stick to the woman market. So anyone that just kind of looks like they would be interested, I just add them. Every day I try to add like 10 to 15, 20 people, just depending on how much time I have. And so, that's helped me a lot. And last but not least, I'm learning how to be a leader. I've never been a leader before. So today was a big eye-opener. I think some feelings were hurt, and, it was whatever, but I'm learning that people are different, and you can tell one girl one thing, she gets it the first time, but other girls you got to really tell them over and over again. So I'm learning that, and I'm trying to do that in a positive way, to where I'm not like, I told you that, girl, 5,000 times, So I'm just learning how to be a leader, and that was kind of tough today. So I had to kind of get out of my own way and, realize that, I got to help people too, even if I don't feel like it at that moment. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So that was a big thing for me today.
Good job, Amber. Thank you for doing that.
All the information.
Let me know if you need anything.
I will. And I talked to Christy. She's like, yeah, I've told Denise.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, good.
My favorite couple lines for like when you've got people where their habit is just to ask you rather than go find it themselves, or you feel like it's really repetitive. I've basically sometimes just told them the link, like go here and find it.
Yeah.
Or I've also learned to say, you got this, girl.
Yeah,
you got
sure.
this. You got this. You don't need me.
You don't need me, girl. You got it.
But this
Definitely.
girl's still very new, so she'll get her bearings.
Okay.
One thing I was going to ask about. Oh, so we're friending. I'm building my Instagram as well because I really want to get to 10,000 friends. Because when you get to 10,000 friends, you can say swipe up and here, like, view the link. And I just think that'd be cool. And so so we're working Instagram right now, and we're doing a lot of interaction, and that's been really growing the Instagram thing. And what I found is we're friending people, and some people will say, like, they'll come back to me and say, thank you so much for your love. Like, thank you for your friend request. Are you interested in fitness? Or thank you for your friend request. Like, some people just say, hey, thanks for the friend request. Like, how long have you been doing this or whatever? And then some people send me a long paragraph with their links and say, let me know if you're ever interested in X, Y, and Z. And I can tell you I've never even read those. I just like heart it. I'm like, But there's several people that I've gotten in a good like communication with because they've reached out when I friended them and said, hey, thanks for the friend request or whatever it is. Thank you for your love on my post. And then they're just being friendly and open. And I'm like, hi, new friend. You know what I mean? And so I think that I love what Steph said is just being friendly and get a conversation going. And then eventually it will come up. Because I can tell you the ones that immediately send me their links and say, let me know when you're interested. Like, I haven't even read them because they're too long. I don't even know you. Like, no, I don't have time for that. But anyway, just my personal experience. All right. Anything else you want to add?
I was going to tell Kathy something. Hang on. Oh, so if you're nervous about going live, because I always get tongue-tied. It freaks me out. I pre-record now. So I take a video first, I watch it 5,000 times, and then I post it if I like it. So that may help you, Kathy, because going live does freak me out too. So,
yeah, I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea. Good idea. Erica. So Erica was at conference, so there were several of you, and then she just got to go to the Latino One Team One Mission in Sacramento. Did you go to that? I'm assuming? Yeah. In Sacramento? No, you didn't? Okay, so Erica Tostado went. Okay. But I'm going to unmute you. But then I had a train the trainer, like Jack Canfield buddy, who was doing a training out in Sacramento and invited my Sacramento team to go for free. So thank you for taking advantage of that. You don't have to tell us like all about it, but I want to know a little bit about it and then what you've been doing this week to book your calendar.
Okay. It was actually fun. It was, I didn't know what to expect because I've never been to one of those before. And so I had my pen and pencil and notebooks, and I was like all ready and prepared to write everything down. And, Erica, the other Erica actually said it in a really good way that even though we may have heard this before, you may have been in a different point in your life, like 6 to 12 months ago. So it may give you a different insight to yourself and your life, and it just made you responsible for everything that you it made you say it out loud to strangers what you need to work on. And that's kind of hard sometimes because you don't want to look, like vulnerable in front of other people. And it was just really amazing. And one of the ladies talked about, what's the word, like manifesting her thoughts, like she goes, this would be so cool if this happened. And then all of a sudden it like really happened. So she's just really about, thinking about what you want and it coming to just being very positive. And it was fun. And then we had we had to get in groups of 4 ladies and we had like a little dance party. So that was pretty neat too. So,
Good.
and what I've been doing this week, I feel like I'm still learning about different things. I've been trying to get together with this girl on video chat. She's in another state and she only has like 1 day off a week, and then we keep missing each other. And she had called me, and I called her back tonight, but she was out with her husband because there's a time change difference. So hopefully we'll talk tomorrow because she wants to, I just approached her. I said, have you ever thought about making extra money? She goes, I've been looking for something, but I just don't know what. And so she wants to hear what I have to say. I'm meeting with somebody on Saturday as well, one-on-one, even just to go over the products, and I'll, show the business as well. Ads, I haven't been successful on them, but I'm going to work on another one with Erica tonight to see what we can come up with. I'm not a mom, so it makes it a little bit difficult for me. I have to come in at another angle for that. So I don't,
do
I have to.
hairstylists you can market anything, like niche it down to anything.
That's
Hairstylists,
true.
chiropractors, teachers. You could even do like who wants to grow their hair out, like cancer survivors. Like you could really focus on anything because Erica's story is amazing, you guys, just so you know. She part of her, I'll just share a little bit and then you can share more.
Okay.
But part of her story is that she lost all her hair during chemo and used hair, skin, and nails to grow it back thicker and longer than it was before. And tell us more. Greens too, right?
Huh?
Greens?
I loved greens. Yes, I do greens. And I try and tell all my little cancer friends about it. But some of them can't have fruits and vegetables according to their doctors for some reason. And I've heard that a few times. So, but who I can, I will send out samples to. There was, okay. Question about Instagram. So I do the polls. And I get a couple people, because I have 2 Instagrams. I have one, I decided to make a second one for like a weight loss journey so I can kind of like be myself, like I kind of wanted to just like, I'm big and I need to lose weight. And, I know a lot of people struggle with that. So I'm trying to put that out there. But when I do the polls, I always forget to check them within 24 hours, and I don't remember who's answered. So is there a way to go back and see that? Because I have looked, and I can't find, like, who's answered and how to get that. Even through highlights, I don't know what I'm doing. Does anyone have an answer for that?
I don't think there's a way to look back. That has happened to me a few times. So what I've been doing is when I'm checking, even if it's like 12 hours before it expires or something, I try and take screenshots of like the answers just to have in my phone, because there are times that I do forget and it's annoying because you can't get it back. So I try to screenshot as much as I can, and then I write down those people that have answered. And then a lot of the same people I feel like interact with the polls, so you can always message those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I also thank you so much.
No problem.
What else have I done? I'm gonna write a few people and just be bold about it because I'm tired of waiting around for them, lollygagging. So I'm like, okay, you want to meet up? And then if anything, I say, you know what? We haven't talked in so long. I go to school with some of them. We can at least catch up and chat. So, so I have 2 appointments this week. I had something else I can't recall. But, oh, yes, that's right. My boyfriend started doing Lyft driving. So I'm going to put my cards in the back seat so people can see that and grab one while they're sitting back there getting their ride. So I'm going to start that as well.
Very creative. Good work.
Yeah, I forgot to put him in there today, so I have to figure out. He actually wrote, it was so funny. I forgot to put it all together because I fell asleep last night, but he put it on an envelope. He goes, "For more income and better health, take one." He was trying to help out. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to start looking for events as well. So
Awesome. All right, Pam, can you introduce yourself and share what you have been up to? Hold on, let me unmute you. Hold on, I'll wait till you get, there you go.
Okay. Sorry.
That's all right.
No, I just walked in the door, and all 3 of my kids are still awake. So.
Oh, you're like, oh, shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was driving home trying to listen to everything. I'm Pam Link. I am from actually just north of Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I now live in East Texas. And I am currently a distributor. And lately I've been following up with a lot of my past distributors that have kind of, drifted off and said they weren't interested anymore because they got too busy or, whatever happened. And I've been talking to them. I have 2 that are very interested in going to the Dallas Green Carpet that I'm really hoping that they'll, actually, like follow through, purchase a ticket and all that. I've been trying to get back, as far as Instagram and everything. I've kind of slowed down on that lately, unfortunately. So I'm trying to pick that back up and, follow up with people on there. And I've never done a poll before, so I really would like to try that, and see how that goes. I guess I didn't realize that you could do polls on Instagram. I thought it was just a Facebook thing. So.
And what I've learned with polls is to say yes and yes. Like, don't necessarily have a yes or no answer, but you can change whatever people choose. So it's like greens or hair, skin, and nails, or, it's keto coffee or, I don't know, keto go, or, you know what I mean? So it's like 2 yeses basically. And then you follow up with everyone.
Okay. And I do have, I guess, a 1-on-2 appointment. It's a husband and wife. They're neighbors of mine that I've just recently gotten to know. And her husband is very interested in the keto products. Cause he's, he works all the time. So he wants the caffeine aspect of it, but he also is trying to lose weight. So it kind of fits perfectly,
So Pam, one quick question. Are you on a team page other than the Game Changers?
No.
Okay. So the way you found out about this is because of Game Changers, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking at your upline. I mean, I'm all you got, girl.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So use me. Use me. You're officially adopted.
Okay, I will. I will.
We've never really had a chance to get to know each other too well. So you're out there all by yourself. That makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm really, really pushing, especially right now. My husband he tried the whole contracting thing. And he was in Afghanistan since November. He just got back a week ago.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, honey. And, okay. And, he didn't want to be away from me and the kids, because we have 3 boys. We have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 6-month-old. So he didn't want to be away from us. And he started a new job, which is on-call work. And they hired him Monday, and he got called out of town last night. So he's back out of town. So I'm really, really pushing to get him to be home, because this out of town stuff is not really working for me. It's a little difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for plugging in. And I've seen your name around, and I know we've talked before, and you've been on things and that kind of stuff. So,
Right.
but please certainly reach out if you need anything or need an extra chart or need a brainstorming, whatever.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Because I was like, oh, whose team is she on? And then I was like, they haven't been around for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of disappeared on me.
They did. That's all right. It
Yeah.
happens. The cream rises to the top.
Right? Oh, okay.
All right. Anything else you want to add that you've been up to?
No, I don't think so.
All right. And then we have
Hi.
Erin. Hi. How old are you, bud?
How old are you?
3. Oh my gosh. That is so big.
Uh,
Aw, so cute.
Thank
All right. Erin, are you able to unmute? I mean, I can unmute you, but I don't want to. Are you there?
I'm there. It's just
Yay.
very loud here right now.
That's all right. That's all right. If you could share just a little bit about your story and what you've been doing to book your calendar this week.
I am an executive, and I've been with the company now for 3 years, and I am in a place now where I'm able to run, and I'm really excited because I forgot about this call, and my favorite team member is on already, which is great, so I'm very excited to work with her as well. That's Cassie. And what I've been doing to book my calendar this week is following up with Host to Post. And I've just been reaching out to some people on Facebook that have liked personal posts of mine to start a conversation and ask what they're doing in their life. And I've been finding people who are interested in what we got. And I think I'm just out of my comfort zone now, and it's having some good results.
Isn't that interesting? Yes, you typically, when you start getting butterflies in your stomach, it means you're headed in the right direction. You're doing something new.
Yeah, I think so. It's great. Not I think so. I know so. It's awesome.
Awesome. So one question I have for everybody is, what are your, like, how many people have you invited to tomorrow's virtual party? Anybody? Have you guys started sending out invitations or talk to anybody yet? Not yet? Okay. How many of you ordered any of the new keto products? Keto coffee, keto creamer, keto go, ketones? Ketones. Some of you? Keto coffee? Good. Okay. Pam has invited 5. Awesome. She's 1 yes so far. Good. Steph has 3 potential distributors. Good. And what I love about the virtual party is because then you can say, when people say, oh, I want to learn more, or you can say, hey, we're doing a virtual party. Can I invite you? And that can be another way for them to just learn more information. So here is what I am suggesting. I ordered, of course, the coffee. I just got the creamer. I ordered Keto Go, and I ordered ketones. And I should get those 2 next week. So what I would love to suggest or challenge is the person who gets the most people on the party on Thursday from just this group, not the whole thing, but just our little group, not just invited, but actually on checking in, and that they listened, I will send you a sample of all 4 products. So I'll send you a keto coffee. I'll send you some scoops in a baggie of the Keto Go and the ketones, or the keto creamer, and then the Keto Go little dude as well. So make it a goal to invite people to tomorrow's virtual party, and then we'll chat in the group to see how many people, like, of your prospects, right, actually logged in, which means we don't just invite, we remind, we stalk, we say, how'd you like it? Check on in. Are you here? And we're like, come on. It's so good. Oh my gosh, you're going to love the stories. Oh my gosh, you're going to so love hearing from. Barbara Bozer is doing it. I'm not sure if she's doing a live or posting. I'll ask her. But anyway, all good. So does that sound like an interesting challenge? Yeah? Kathy's lost 26 pounds. Amazing. So yeah, tell your guests these stories. Like, you're going to hear more stories like this. Oh my gosh, you're going to hear. You're going to love it. All right, so we can play a little game tomorrow. How many people are we inviting to the party? Does anybody have any other questions? Steph, anything else you want to add? Is there any like tips you have for inviting to parties?
I basically just have been messaging everybody that has shown interest. And I have been saying, if I could find one, I just say something like, hey girl, we're having a private event. I know we were talking about the business opportunity, and answer some of the, we're going to be talking about the business opportunity and answer some of the most common asked questions, concerns that people may have. You can just plug in and watch from your phone at home. Let me know if you want me to send you the invite, because I also don't want to, I lost you guys. Where are you? I can't see you. Can you see me?
Yep, you're here.
This is so weird. I don't know where I went. Oh, there we go. Because I also don't want to just send the invites without, asking them first.
I've had people go to parties and be like, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know who invited me. So you don't just want to add people. You want to be really intentional and say, I only get to invite 3, or I only get to invite 10, and I thought of you. Are you interested? Would you like to be one of my VIP guests? Or something like that, where it's personal rather than like everyone and their brother. Cool. All right. Game on, you guys. You guys are what? Focus group 7? Is that what it is? Yes. Focus group 7. We are going to rock it out and have the most people on the virtual party than any other group. And the person within our group, I'm going to send some samples to. So, any other questions before we say goodnight? Thank you so much for plugging in. Keep using the chat as a place to share what you're doing, what's working. When you get something booked or you send something out, use that chat as a place to hold each other accountable, get to know each other, ask questions, and can't wait to see who wins. Yes, and Steph, feel free to reach out to her as well. She's going to be good at, use her knowledge right now. We've got a few days left. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks, Steph. Bye, guys. See ya.